Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So, it's me. I'm back. Yay! If you've been following the channel, you might have noticed a just sort of absence of me the last couple of weeks. If you saw my channel update video for April 2023, or if you just follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, then you would have seen my general shenanigans and that I was busy. I was out of town on tour with a show that I was doing, and lots and lots of fun. I do it every year, a couple times a year, different shows. But yeah, I was out of town and I was just really busy, and unfortunately I was just not able to record as much as I would have liked to. I had planned to do recording while I was out of town, but the higher powers had a different plan for me. In basically, I was talking to Semantic about it last week or week before. The Wi-Fi at the hotel was trash, absolute trash. And I've stayed at this hotel before. Every time we're down there for this tour and the next tour that I'm going on next week. We've stayed at this hotel the last few years, and you know it's been great. But recently or shortly after COVID, they were bought out by a different company. So even though the building is still the same, they've made some changes and blah blah blah. And I'm guessing one of the changes they made was their internet service provider, because this Wi-Fi was trash, absolute trash. So I had planned to record and upload reactions while I was out there, like I've done in past years, but it wasn't in the cards. I think I only ended up uploading like one or two actual reactions while I was there, and it was the first couple days that I was out there. Because literally, I think it was My School President, maybe The Untamed, whatever my last two like reactions on the channel were before this video. Because I remember with My School President specifically, it took me 2 days to just download the file from my Google Drive. That's how slow this was. I tried on multiple things. I tried it on my laptop because I didn't bring obviously my whole recording setup that I've got here, because I didn't got time for all that. So I just brought my laptop and some things, and I was like, okay, I'll upload the raw files to Google, download them when I'm there, and just have them to edit, blah blah blah. And it's never been an issue with any on the road editing I've done in the past. But literally, I set my laptop up, I set my iPad up, I went over to the Dunkin' Donuts across the street, said, okay, maybe their Wi-Fi is a little bit better. Maybe it's just the area, I don't know. But it took forever for me to successfully download the raw file for me to edit. We're not going to talk about how long it took to actually upload the file. Once I got editing, took me like 20 minutes, because like I have that down to a science. So the edit was no time. It was downloading the file, the raw file, and then uploading the edited file to YouTube. That took forever and a day, and by a day I mean a minimum of 2 each way. So I was like, okay, well, it's just not in the cards right now. And even for smaller files, like I was like, okay, well, I've got some music reactions I could probably edit or something like that. Even trying to download some of these smaller files was just taking forever. So I'm like, okay, well, on the road reactions, just it's not in the cards this time around, unfortunately. Plus there were just a number of things outside of the Wi-Fi that just made me feel like the higher powers wanted me to just take a little bit of a break. There were, unbeknownst to you guys, because I didn't want to put it out there in the universe, didn't want to worry anybody, but I'm currently sitting at 2 copyright strikes again, yay. But one of them expires in like 20 hours or something, at least as of the time I'm recording this. So that's good. So I've been sitting on that copyright strike for the last 90 days. But I didn't mention anything because I didn't want to worry anybody. I just kind of kept a little low profile. And then I think that one was from the director who buys me dinner. There was one episode, which if you follow me on Twitter, I remember posting a screenshot of an email I got from YouTube where they were like, hey, so-and-so claimed your video, but we decided that it was that you were good. So no, we didn't do that. Those weren't the words, but general idea. And I was like, did YouTube just defend me? And then on the same note, for a different episode of the very same series, I got the copyright strike and block. I'm like, well, shit, make up your mind, YouTube. So yeah, I had that copyright strike. And then a month later, when I was reacting to the Cherry Magic movie, I didn't even include any of the actual movie in my reaction or what I put on YouTube, obviously, because Japanese series I know to just kind of avoid putting that on YouTube. But I think I included like 15, 20 seconds of like the very last bit of the movie leading into the credits. And I remember sitting there like bopping along and like, man, this song is fire. What is this song? Fucking song. The 20 seconds of song, not even the Cherry Magic movie, the 20 seconds of song got claimed and copyright stricken. I'm like, for 20 seconds you're gonna give a fucking copyright strike? So I tried to, I don't think I went through the appeal process, but like I tried contacting them because they gave me the, you know, email attached to whoever put in the copyright strike. I'm like, okay, let me contact them and see if we can reverse the strike, because that's one of the options you have there in case you don't want to go through appeal. I sent multiple emails, and similar when I was trying to appeal with YouTube months and months ago when this shit was first happening. Nothing. Nobody responded to a damn thing. I'm like, well, you are zero help. So I just kind of sat quietly, just twiddling my thumbs, hoping that my channel doesn't get shut down. But you know, if it does, then that's what happens. But you know, I think we've made it. I've just kind of kept a low profile. That's why I've not tried not to dive into unfamiliar territory. So like, okay, I know these series are safe, I know how to react to these series, I know these artists are safe, blah blah blah, and just try to avoid diving into like brand new stuff, because I'm like, I don't want to risk getting a third strike right now. So that first strike will expire by the time this video is put out, and then the second strike expires I think in like 20 days. So we're in the clear again. Yay. Hallelujah. Yeah, so there was that. And then on top of that, while I was out of town trying to deal with all the bad Wi-Fi stuff, for like the last month and a half, I've been getting like anywhere between 5 and 15 email notifications from YouTube saying, hey, this video has been claimed. This video has been claimed. We're not blocking it, but someone's claiming content in this video. Someone's claiming content in this video. Consistently, I wake up to just email after email after email. I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? Do I just need to stop doing YouTube right now? Do I just need to leave YouTube? Because why is everything against me right now? But basically the music that I had used for my intro, not even anything that I was reacting to, the intro music for my Topher, for my reactions, Topher Reacts, the intro music I've been using for like the last year and a half, 2 years. Back when I first started using that, it was underneath the YouTube royalty-free license, you know, umbrella. So like, okay, I could use that music, great, and it'd be there. So I used that for my intro, and I used that for my outro, thanking my patrons, and I would use that as underscoring for my Topher's Thought section, because it was under YouTube's umbrella, free to use, and you won't get stricken. Well, I guess it fell out of YouTube's umbrella, because like I said, every damn morning for the last month and a half consistently, I'm waking up to anywhere between 5 and 15 emails saying, hey, this video has been claimed, this video has been claimed. And I don't even have to go and look because I know what they're claiming. So that's been fun. So if you've watched any of my old reactions, you might notice like weird just audio things, because I'm like, look, I'm not having these videos be like, if they're videos that already I couldn't monetize, like there were some that like GMMTV series reactions, or when I was reacting to Between Us, or some music reactions where it's like, okay, the company already claimed it and said, nah, you can't react, or you can't monetize this. I'm like, okay, fine. It's already in that where I can't monetize it, I'm like, okay, leave it, just dismiss this. But if it's something that I've been able to monetize for the last however year and a half, 2 years, however long, and now the only thing keeping me from monetizing it is the fact that I've got this 30 seconds of music in my intro and my outro, mute that shit. Get that shit out of my videos. I don't need that. So they tell me how much of the video and, you know, what timestamps the music is being claimed under. I'm like, okay, fine, mute this. So there are probably some videos that are like just muted, 5 seconds of sound, muted again, and then that's what happened. because I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm already not making as many videos right now because I'm out of town. So I don't have time to also lose potential ad revenue on stuff that I've been making ad revenue on in the past because someone decided that, okay, well, hey, we're not going to allow you to, this is no longer royalty free. And I'm like, ah! So there's been that. And then I was getting notifications on some of my karaoke reactions. And my karaoke reactions have been my safe space for years. Like, if I react to like segments from the Kelly Clarkson show, yeah, those tend to get blocked and I, dispute or and I can't monetize those. But my karaoke reactions have been safe since day one. And now all of a sudden I'm also getting those notifications like, hey, we're blocking this. I'm like, what? This is like 2-year-old karaoke reactions. What do you mean you're blocking this? No, dispute. So there were a lot of things that were just happening where I'm like, oh man, maybe I just need to take a break. So it's been fun. It's been a fun time, but it was a good practice in not making the channel my one and only priority, because that's things I've talked about in the past, in past update videos and whatnot, where like sometimes I get so focused on the channel that every bit of free time I have is dedicated to the channel, recording, editing, upload, blah blah blah, and it's like I don't make time for other things. So it was a good practice, and even though I wanted to watch things, I wanted to edit and upload things, I couldn't. So I had to focus on other things like working out, going to the gym, getting out, and just stuff. I did do some stuff for the channel. I did do some writing of some scripts and some other stuff that I planned to do, but I didn't get to record anything. So that's where I've been. I did try to, over like the last week and a half, try to upload some shorts, because I could at least. I had some video files already downloaded to my laptop that I've been in the process of moving stuff off of my Google Drive onto my backup physical drives that I have. So I've been in that process. So I had some old reactions already on my laptop that I hadn't moved over to physical drives yet. So I was like, okay, well, I can at least edit and upload those as shorts. So I've been trying to do that just to give you guys something, just so the YouTube algorithm doesn't forget I exist when I finally come back, and just so you guys could see my face in some way, shape, or form. I'm not dead. I'm not dead, y'all. But yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. Yeah, like I said, just doing the tour down there, children's theater tour, where they basically bus all the kids in from the various schools, and they come watch a show completely free of charge for them. I think it was 18 days and 29 performances, something along those lines. Plus, I think 3 days of travel, 6 hours on the road each way. So they're busy. I was busy. I was very, very busy. And I wanted to watch things. I really wanted to watch things, but it wasn't in the cards. Like I said, I'm going on tour again with a different show next week. And my plan for the month of May, and especially with next week, the tour won't be as long as this one I just came off of. It's only like a week and a half, 2-week thing, so it won't be as long as this last one. But my plan is I'm off of work tomorrow and the next day. So tomorrow I plan to just do all day recording, just record, so I have stuff in my archives that I can edit, upload. And Sunday I plan to just do a bunch of sewing, because I have things that I want to sew and things that I want to work on. And then throughout the week I'm gonna try and just do a fair amount of editing so that I can have stuff already uploaded to YouTube, and all I have to do is just flip it to go public, and do that while I'm out of town again, just in case the Wi-Fi is not cooperative, so I don't have to leave you guys hanging for quite as long a time. But as far as what I'm going to be reacting to, nothing terribly brand new, because I didn't get to as much of the stuff that I wanted to get to in April because of the lack of good Wi-Fi. I'm just gonna, for as far as series, I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. So I'm gonna continue through My School President. I had hoped to finish or become really close to finishing My School President while I was out of town. So hopefully this month that will be the case. I'll finish it out, because I think I only have like No, it's a 12 episode series. I think I still have like 7 episodes left. We'll see. I'll come close. Hopefully I will come close to finishing it out, if not finishing it out. I'll continue with Sasake to Miyano, which I should be able to finish because, again, those are relatively short and I feel like I only have a few episodes left. I'll continue through The Untamed. I shall not finish that this month because, again, it is extremely long and I am still in the very beginning stages of that series, but I will continue that. Miracle of Teddy Bear, same thing. I will continue that. I don't think I will finish it out this month because those are much longer episodes and I have a lot of those to get through. So those are the ones that I'm going to be continuing through, and should I finish any of those, I do have some newer ones that I would like to jump into, but I don't want to get anyone's hopes up just yet, and I don't want to name series just in case I don't get around to them this month. So just know if I finish any of those, the Sasake to Miyano and My School President are the more likely candidates for me to finish this month. So if I finish those this month, then I'll dive into some of the other ones I have on my to-do list, lengthy to-do list. Yeah, as far as music, there's a lot. Like, while I was out of town and wanting to react to things, I saw so many things pop up, so I just kept adding it to playlists. Like, okay, when I get back, I will add it to, I will react to it, I'll react to this. Though there's so much Kelly Clarkson content that I've got to react to, so many karaoke's that I've missed out on. She's got her new album coming out next month, and I think I saw somewhere that the next single should be out sometime in the next couple of weeks, theoretically. So if that is the case, we'll be reacting to that. I also had a couple music reactions that I did react to and upload and edit and upload weeks and weeks ago, but they got blocked and I had to go through the copyright process. They're in the dispute process right now. And I think those disputes are going to expire in the next week or so. So I have a Kelly Clarkson Pink, when Pink was being honored at the, wasn't the AMAs, I forget which award show it was, but I have that reaction, and then a reaction to, I think, a song from the soundtrack for the History 5 OST. So I've got those, just waiting for those disputes to expire so I can make them public and they won't be blocked. But yeah, lots of boy band stuff. I've got kind of Stray Kids stuff that I've got to catch up on. There's still AT stuff that I've got to catch up on. SB19 just put out a new trailer for their upcoming EP, so they've got new music coming. I discovered 2 a.m. before I went on tour. I'm like, okay, well, I need more of them. People have been sending me lots of Taekyon stuff over on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta dive into him now too. There's just so many things. So music, there's gonna be lots of stuff that I'm planning, and hopefully I will get to it. What else? Ranking videos that I've talked about time and time again, over and over again. But I did finish a script for my More Cinnamon Wish Bus ranking video, so hopefully I'll get that recorded sometime. Hopefully I'll record it tomorrow. We'll see what headspace I'm in, because recording the ranking videos, it's a different process for me than recording the just general reaction, and I gotta retake and reread until I'm very critical of myself, so I have to be in the right headspace for that. So we'll see if I get that recorded, but the script is done, and I'm halfway done with one of my Kelly Clarkson ranking videos. I think it was, because I had 3 that I had data for. I think it was the ranking her album tracks, or it might have been ranking, I want to say it was ranking album tracks that I have, or it might have been songs she hasn't performed live. I don't remember. One of those. So hopefully one of those will be coming out sometime in the next month as well. What else do I have on my list? If you have been watching my shorts, you probably saw a short that I posted last week when I was down again in South Florida, and I ran into one of our good friends on the channel, Miss Natalie, who hasn't been on the channel in, I think, 2 years. And I think since the last time she was on the channel, it had been 2 years since she was on the channel before. So every 2 years she pops up and makes an appearance on the channel. So I'm trying to convince her to come and visit me so we can get her on the channel, because you guys seem to enjoy her energy, and I obviously love her because she's one of my best friends in the world. So look out for that. Hopefully she will come sometime soon so we can collab, and other collabs on the channel. Before I left, I collabed with Tokyo Soda Pop, who I absolutely love and adore, and plan to reach out to her again and see if we can set up another time where we can do some sort of collab. Obviously we love Synergic and gonna try and get something worked out with him, but he's a very busy boy. Who isn't a busy boy? Yeah, so try and get some more collabs out. Don't really know what we'll be collabing, but you guys have suggestions. You guys can let me know. I'll be continuing my semantic error reading videos. Speaking of semantic error, yesterday, I think, or the day before, at least as of recording this, I republished my reactions over, well, I had them saved on my Vidyard account, but once I got my first copyright strike from them a couple months back, and then they actually went over to the Patreon and reported like, hey, this guy's got our stuff on Patreon too. I'm like, oh, that's like, I've had stuff blocked and copyright stricken on YouTube before, but I've never had anyone actually go over to Patreon and be like, hey, this our content too, and take it down off Patreon. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I took that down, took all my semantic error reactions down, and just kind of had everything hidden. But I've put them back up on YouTube. I just have the intro and my Topher thought sections per normal, and I have in the comments sections I have pinned a link to my Vidyard account, where I have all of those reaction files there. So if you guys didn't get to see my semantic error reactions the first time around, or if you did and you just want to watch them again, that's how you can find them. Just, you can either go over to the community tab of my channel, because I think I put a post there, or you can go to the individual reactions on my channel and go down to the comment section and find the link to the playlist, and that'll take you over to my Vidyard account. So I didn't want to like publish something new and be like, hey, here's all this stuff for free, because like, hopefully this will be a way to keep things safe. We'll see. I mean, I won't get stricken on YouTube for that stuff, because I don't have any other content on YouTube, so they can't strike me there. But then who knows, they might still report something over on Vidyard, or we'll just have to wait and see. But in the meantime, you can watch those reactions over on my Vidyard account, and yeah, I'll continue with those reading videos throughout the month. I'll also continue with my ReactCeption videos, where I'm reacting to myself, either reacting or some of my performances, this, that, and the other. I wanted to look at, because I haven't watched the video when I did Rent last summer. I haven't watched that in months, well, since I got the video. So I wanted to look at some little excerpts from that, probably do a little ReactCeption video for that as well. So yeah, those are things you can look out for over the next month. So like I said, to recap, I'll be out of town for like another week and a half starting next week. But to prep for that, I'm going to be doing an abundance of recording tomorrow, and hopefully that will carry over. I'll still be doing my series reactions to the ones that are already listed. If I finish out any of those, then I will dive into some of the other series that I have on my to-do list, and it's a very lengthy to-do list, but I don't want to name which series. I have in mind what series I want to dive into, but I don't want to name them out loud yet, because I don't want to put that into people's heads and then they get all sad and like, oh no, he didn't do it this month. So just know that potentially there will be other series outside of those 4 that I named. Music reactions coming up, readings coming up, ranking videos and lists, all that stuff. So lots of stuff planned for the channel, and now that I know the Wi-Fi situation at the hotel down there when I'm out of town, I think I'm better prepared to handle that in advance, and just do some more prep work before I leave. But yeah, those are the things. I don't want this video to be too lengthy, but I think that's pretty much all of the things that I wanted to touch on. Yeah. So I'm going to stop talking so I can edit this, upload it, and it'll be ready for tomorrow or the next day, maybe, we'll see. And yeah, so happy to be back. Love you guys. Mwah.